So I'm going to share something with you today that I think will make a dramatic difference to the success of your practice. And that is a secret that involves this coin. Allow me to explain. I've been working in the hearing care industry now for close to 8 years, working with a quantity of quality practices to help them to achieve more of the outcomes they're looking for. And one of the questions I often get asked is, what is the secret? What is the way to accelerate? What is the one thing? What is that silver bullet? What is that magic formula that is going to make all the difference? Because there is a belief that a secret doesn't exist. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a secret. There is a secret to explosive growth in marketing and achieving all that you could ever want from your practice. And I'm about to show you how. Because I am going to flip this coin 5 times in a row and it's going to land on heads every single time. Now, there's no camera tricks. It's a real coin. It's the heads and it's got a tails. It's a British 50 pence piece. And I'm going to throw it 5 times in a row on heads. The odds on doing this are 1 in 36 chances. But if you can work out how I do this, then you'll be able to work out what the secret to marketing is to grow your practice. Let's do this. Bring on the bowl. Okay, so I suppose we're between cameras now, but what I've done is I've put my phone here to show this isn't any form of trick. Please dismiss. And then I'll hit start, and you'll see the time going in real time and the coin flip 5 times on the bounce. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, big flip, 5. Easy. 1 in 36, 38 chance. Now, if you can work out how I did that, it's going to tell you how the secret to marketing in private practice hearing care works. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Are we done? Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you work it out? Can you work out how that was done without camera trickery, without any form of dodgy double-sided coin? Because if you can, you pretty much understand exactly how you can market to get dramatic results in the world of hearing care. You work out the secret. If you worked it out, could you possibly work it out? Here's how I did it. So of course, I did throw 5 in a row consecutively and simply. The bit you didn't see is I also threw that coin about 400 times in the air, not getting 5 in a row consistently. Oh, it took work. It took patience. There was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of trial and error until finally that winning formula aligned. 5. And anybody that tells you there's a secret to marketing, the silver bullet, run this mailer, run this commercial, start these ads, do TikTok, do Facebook, they're talking because they probably sell a solution associated to one of those things. Let me tell you now, marketing is a game and it requires a lot of work in a lot of areas. This is the thing why it's not sexy, it's not attractive, it's not simple. It requires significant work. And there is a formula to follow if you want to do it. And I'll break it down for you now because it's really, really simple. Get specificity on the types of patients you want to attract. Who are they? What do they look like? What is their age range? What are their interests? Get specificity. Then look like the practice that you want to grow into. What would the practice look like that those type of patients would naturally gravitate towards? You need to look like that practice. Your website, your brand, who you are, the story that you tell, the way you position yourself, your credibility, your expertise, that is very much written directly focused on the who with the what and why they should choose you. You then need to build a never-ending body of evidence. What does that mean? That means you need to prove you are who you say you are because trust is at an all-time low in the market. People don't believe what businesses say about themselves, but if you can back it up with evidence, if you could take the evidence of all the claims you make to a court of law and sit in front of a jury and justify every single thing with as much overwhelming evidence as possible, then you need to. And that is the game you need to play. If you say you're trusted by lots of these types of patients, where are the case studies of those patients? If you say you're trusted by medical providers and primary care physicians, where is the list of the primary care physicians or their quote or testimonial about you? If you say you're a team of experts, Where is the quantity of quality articles written by your experts answering every single possible question somebody could ask about hearing loss, hearing care, hearing aids, etc.? Once you've got that in place, you need to focus on those critical conversations. How well are you communicating consistently with your patients? Because once a quarter, once a year isn't good enough. You need consistent, monthly, strong communications between you and them, where the goal isn't just send them more hearing health information. It's close the gap between the professional reason they chose you and the personal relationships, which mean they'll continue to choose you, tell everybody about you, and be key referral partners in your community. Then what about physicians? How are you communicating with them consistently? How do you show up to grow know, like, and trust with them, that they naturally see you as the logical hearing care provider to refer their patients towards? Like, is that a quarterly printed newsletter? Is that a Valentine's card as we enter February? Like, these are the touches that we need to have consideration so they know you, they like you, they trust you. And then even the key influential referral partners in your community. What is the local vet? Do they know who you are? What about the local dentist? Like, do other local businesses see you as a respected local business, where if the topic of hearing health comes up in conversation, or something's in the media about Apple launching their new hearing health features as part of the AirPods Pro 3, when that will happen, are they thinking about you? You then need to do the basics to a gold standard consistently. This is basically the game that we've just demonstrated. Like, there is no magic formula here. You need to do it consistently, continually get better. You've got to run that train track as effectively as possible. And at this stage, you know your patients, you look like the practice they want to go to, you have the evidence to attract those types of patients, you communicate with all the key people you need to communicate with to grow a strong pipeline and grow a pipeline of existing patients that will transact again and again and again, and you're running that train track as effectively as possible. You then need to focus on pricing. Are you maximizing it? Is your pricing dialed in? Are you collecting all the extra dollars you need to collect? Are you leveraging service plans? Are you attracting patients through adoption plans? Like, all those areas, ensuring you're collecting your money and making it easy for people to transact with you. And then finally, you grow iconic local status. If you have big Goliath chains nearby, if you have a Costco around the corner, or even if it's just you in the community, how do you become the local celebrity that everybody just knows that you're the person for any hearing health, hearing loss, hearing aid, hearing care related matters? How do you really become the iconic local practice in your community? Now, there's tactics in all of that, but fundamentally, if you need a strategy to win in marketing as a private practice hearing care leader, like, that is it. It's not easy. This requires work, it requires depth, it requires hours and hours of getting this stuff done to do it correctly. But there's no secret. And if you're waiting for the secret, you're going to be waiting for a long, long time, and you'll keep spending money, get frustrated you don't get the results you were hoping for, and you'll be in that repeat cycle. Do this correctly, focus on the strategy, get your market message media correct, and tell your story to the types of patients you want to work with to build reputation and be the logical solution for them, and you'll win in the market. So hopefully that was helpful. It was a little stupid, it was a little silly, but I wasted more hours than I'd like to admit getting this done and achieving those 5 heads in a row. But hopefully it puts that point home. There is no secret, and no matter if someone can say there's a secret, demonstrate there's a secret, there never ever is. It requires work, it requires effort, but following the right strategy is fundamental. He's done.